Hi, welcome back to Gadget Mad Lad. In this episode, I'm basically doing a teardown slash chat some hypotheticals, if you get me. This in front of me, I'm guessing you all know what this is. An Xbox 360 playing charge kit. It's official. So the old beige ones, I think, the grey, whatever it is. I recently come into not a load, but about 7 Xbox 360 pads, I think, in total. All different, wired and wireless ones, variations and stuff. Anyway, I had no way of checking them, essentially, so I was like, okay, what do I do? And then the day after, I literally came across 3 of these, and, the connected to the Windows 10 PC, the little dongle thing, one of them as well. So now I've got the means, I figured I might as well do a video out of it. So my first thought was, can I convert a Xbox 360 wireless pad into Type-C? But then, the female version of this is a pain in the butt, to say the least. And I've noticed from this, you need some proprietary connections inside. I've already kind of cracked it open to make this a little bit easier. If you want to know how it's pulled apart, it's not, it's broke. Well, it was broke, but I cut it and isolated the wires. So this bit here is just the wire. So my thought was this. We don't need this. Everyone's seen this had a USB cable. Well, essentially what it is, it's just a shielded one. That's where it's the normal wires, plus you've got the shielding going to the actual metal out a shell of the USB slash the connection that's going to. Well, this one here, my plan was this. I thought, instead of modding one Xbox 360 pad and making that Type-C, would it be easier to just make this Type-C? Because then you could just keep it connected to the Xbox 360 pad, couldn't you? And charge it when as required, and it'd be detachable. Because if I say the pad breaks or something, you can just move this to the next pad and it'll work on that just as easy. That was my thought anyway, but whether it's possible or not is a different story. I'm guessing people would have already thought of this. I just couldn't seem to find any stuff on, YouTube in regards to it. Nobody had done this. Does that make sense? So anyway, I've cracked that open. That will not come off that easy. You'll need to pry it around. I started here. That seemed to give me the best leverage. And that I just put it in, twisted, put it in, twisted, put it in, twisted, and it eventually snapped. I'm going to glue it all back together once I'm done, but the point of it is to get access to the innards of it so we can see how it all works, essentially, because this is just a normal USB coming off there. This is where all your proprietary stuff's happening. That's going to the Xbox 360 pad itself. This is what I'm interested in here. This is where it connects to this, and I'm guessing there's some kind of voltage regulation, not regulation, what's it called? Well, if it takes 5 volts coming in through the USB cable, and the pad will only charge via, say, 3.7 volts, I think it's a voltage regulator. I think that might be what it is. So one of them, are whatever the bit of kit is that does that, that drops the voltage down or up or whatever it needs to be the right one. I can get ones that's, I think it's a step up. No, it's a step up motor. I'm not professional with this stuff, and I am learning as we go. I just need to find the right terminology for what I'm trying to say. Right, so here we've got just a little, is it a washer holding that in place? If I snip this, that'll sort that out. Also, let's quickly do that with flush cores, because I'm not bothered about that bit. I can reconnect that through this. So let's make sure I'm not cutting anything special there. So move that to one side. Here we've got, as you can see, a little washer thing holding the rubber grommet, is it, in place? That should pull free eventually. I'll do it off camera, I won't bore you with that. And so there's 2 Phillips screws holding it in place. This into that is. Here we've got where it connects to the actual motherboard itself. Lift them up so you can see underneath it. We've got some capacitors. I think that's a power regulator of some kind. Obviously don't hold me to these things. I know that's definitely an MLC capacitor, because it says C5 next to it, so that's how I know the difference between that and whatever the other one is that looks like it. This side though, holy hell. There's all the stuff happening there, isn't there? It's all going on over here. Alright, so from what I can see, these plastic bits there, they're just the light pipe kind of been plastic melted into place to hold it down. Other than that though, we've got the connections. I'm assuming these pins here are for this here, because there is 7 pins and there is 7 connections there, so it's coming in through here and it's getting divided here, amongst all these. I'm guessing these test points will probably identify as connection points maybe. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to desolder this anyway. So, well, actually, could I do that? Yeah, I could probably do that. My solder sucker would probably do a good job of that. So that's it, essentially. I hope you enjoyed that. Not like it was very long. I mean, I was hoping it'd be less than 10 minutes and I've got just over 5. Booyah, shy. Alright, so give you a quick glimpse of the board. Give you an idea of what my intention is. This is a Type C female to a male micro USB. Yeah, I broke the end off to try and make it a little bit easier when I desolder it, but it looks like a male, but it's weirdly fat. That's because it's a female. It fits the male inside it. Not slut shaming or anything. Right, so the point is, I want to stick that through, like, that's going to be stabbing through there a little bit. I'll fill some epoxy or whatever, you know what I mean? It'll be going in there, and then what you'll do, you'll have this connected to the pad permanently, whichever pad you choose, and you'll have like a breakaway Type C cable, you know, rather than the proprietary one that this is originally. It gives a way to repurpose these, because then if every pad comes with one of these, then therefore from that point they're all Type C, aren't they? Even if it was micro USB, I suppose that'd work quite well as well, wouldn't it? It's still going to be better than the proprietary thing that it is. Listen, it's a lot easier to buy a micro USB cable from, say, the dollar store or the pound shop from where I'm from or something than it would be to buy one of these off Amazon for, say, £15 slash, what, about $20, I'm guessing in America, maybe $10, $20 or something. That's me ranting on, like I said. I stretched them a minute and a half out of that. Right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye.